Do have you on to talk about a really cool and important event going on in our community on Saturday. It's the Earth Day celebration. Isabel, why don't you get us started with it a little bit? We know that it's at 10 a.m., right, in the gardens?
Yes, so the Earth Day celebration is a partnership between Together Frankfort and Liberty Hall Historic Sites. So Together Frankfort has been doing this event for several years, and last year we decided to partner together and host it in the lawn of the Orlando Brown House, so within the Liberty Hall's public gardens. And it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. We're going to have tablers, organizations from throughout the community and central Kentucky that are environmentally conscious. So there will be ways to learn about how you yourself can become better stewards of the earth, do sustainable crafts. There will be things for children and adults. We'll have live music. Cheese Louise is going to be there as our food truck.
Nice.
There will be Earth Day awards, a chance to win one of Bill's lovely plants here that we have on display, and lots of other fun stuff. So we hope it's a good time for the community to just do something positive and be together.
And it's a free event.
Yes,
right?
It's a free event.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I know it says here there's a keynote speaker.
Yes, there is a keynote speaker from the Kentucky Student Environmental Coalition. So they are going to be sharing a little bit about their work there and some poetry.
Cool. And then live music as well?
Yes, live music, local musicians, Nate Orshan and Samantha Ratcliffe will be there playing music in the morning and then again in the afternoon. So.
All right.
And Bill, what are the plants that we have with us today?
Oh, well, the all-American plant, which is the tomato plant.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
And these are heirloom tomatoes, and I just have to tell you the name so you can be. This one is Bug Tussle Buttermilk Wonder.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, which is a large, almost white. Tomato that's supposed to taste a little bit like a peach. Okay, it's an heirloom tomato. And this one is Yellow Dog Road Red.
Okay.
Okay. So evidently the person that developed this tomato, there's an heirloom, he went down to the road that had a yellow dog, and that's how they named this tomato. So I don't know. I don't know where that came from. But at any rate, there's lots of fun tomato varieties, and so we'll have some of these there for prizes.
Yes.
As well as other things for nice little things. We have a question and answer kind of game that everyone gets to play. They go visit all the different tables.
Okay.
And that they get to participate in
The raffle, right? So if you get the questions answered from the different tables,
right,
then you can participate in the raffle.
Okay.
And there will be other prizes as well, some wonderful art. I'm not sure what else actually, but you'll just have to come and find out.
Yeah. And Bill, tell us a little bit about the sort of partnership with Liberty Hall and just the importance of that.
Well, we started out, this is our third year, and we had it at the shelter right there at Riverview Park, the Ward Oats.
Oh, yeah.
And so then, we went to find a place, and we couldn't have it there, and then, we said, what about Liberty Hall? And the most wonderful relationship, just it was like growing a redwood in 10 minutes. I mean, it was just that good, and so we are so happy to have this relationship, and it's just a Frankfort treasure. It's the greatest place, and right on the river, and they were so fortunate not to be flooded, so we were really concerned about that, but it all worked out.
Yes.
Yeah, we were going to have a bird walk and a garden tour, but I think those have been canceled. Is that right?
So the bird walk, actually, the Audubon Society was going to do a bird walk in the beginning of the day, kind of pre-celebration at 9 a.m., and they are still doing that at the Thoroughbred Trail. So, and so that will be going on at 8:45 a.m. Saturday morning at the start of the Thoroughbred Trail downtown.
Very
because the The back half of the garden did get hit with the flood, and the Riverwalk Park there as well. And so those parts are closed for the foreseeable future, temporarily while we work on cleaning that up. But the kind of side lawns of the houses where the festival or the celebration was going to be anyway, those were stayed safe from the floodwaters.
Yeah.
So we can carry on with that.
And I think we were talking before we went live, tours are starting to get back underway. Okay.
Yes, so we do offer tours of Liberty Hall, which is a historic house museum, and those run every day, Monday through Saturday at 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. And those should be back on as a normal schedule. You'll have to bear with us. There might be some, occasionally they might be canceled, but you can always check the website.
Or your Facebook page.
Or the Facebook page, and we make sure to update that there. But
there's some more events coming up at Liberty Hall. Is that right?
Yes. So the following Saturday on the 26th, we have our annual fundraiser dinner. It's called Bourbon and Browns, and there are tickets still available at libertyhall.org. And so that's a wonderful kind of a garden dinner party. There's bourbon tasting. A wonderfully catered dinner. It's a really lovely event. And it all goes to support the site, which is a nonprofit.
Oh yeah, it's a huge fundraiser.
Yes,
and really nice one for you guys.
We rely on donations to continue.
And then Bill, anything going on with Together Frankfort? You guys do the Civics 101 series.
We are continuing with the Civics 101 series, and we just finished with a wonderful event with kind of like what's a progressive to do, which we had like 60 people show up to ask questions about how to get involved with making a difference in our political climate.
Sure.
And we always focus on how to do things in a positive, communicating manner. And so we had a really nice panel there. And then we will be continuing with the Civics 101 program over the summer. But I didn't bring the schedule with me.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but that will continue.
Yeah, and you mentioned the civic season as well starts in June.
So civic season is kind of a national time to just become civically engaged, and nationally it runs from Juneteenth until July 4th. But here in Kentucky, we like to start it on June 1st, which is Kentucky Statehood Day. So it's Kentucky's birthday as a state, and I don't have specific dates or events, but I know that we are going to be doing a lot of public programming around that and partnering with Together Frankfort, just some educational programming around civic-minded issues.
And then Bill, the Master Gardeners? When is that coming up?
Thank you. That is the 26th as well. It's in the morning, and it is 9 to 1 o'clock, and we have our annual plant sale.
Yes.
And so
it's a big deal. Big deal in Frankfort.
That's where these are going to come in. Or there'll be more of these for sale at the plant sale, and we'll have like just all kinds of different tomato varieties. We'll have vegetables, flowers. We'll have guests there from different businesses that will be selling native plants and garden items and other things here. And the cattlemen will be serving breakfast.
Okay.
So, so you can get, a lot of people get there early, so I hope that, I don't know what time they're going to fire up their grill, but hopefully it'll be early so they'll serve the early birds. And but that's up to them, so.
Right.
But, yeah.
Well, I have one more plug as well. So we at Liberty Hall have our own plant sale. It's a little different. It's online only, so it's live right now. You can order plants, and then we divide the plants from the garden, and you can come and pick those up the second weekend of May.
Okay.
So
good deal.
So now's the time to be planting, getting out in the garden.
Oh my God, I have to look. Yeah.
So they're plants from the garden that we divide and transplant.
Oh, nice.
All right. So Earth Day next week, next Saturday.
Yes.
10 o'clock at the Orlando Brown House. Looking forward to it. Lots of fun things out there, it sounds like. And thank you all for being here.
Oh, Nice.
Thank
Glad to
you.
be here.
Yeah.
I do want to tell you about this.
Oh, please
Okay.
do.
Yeah. What's in the jug?
This is a milk jug. Okay. And we like to recycle, right? We're supposed to recycle milk jugs, right?
This is great. Yeah.
So this is winter sowing, and so you can put your seeds out early in the winter, or like midwinter or so, and sprinkle them and just set them out in the yard, and then eventually they'll come up as nature does.
Oh.
And so in this one is swamp milkweed.
Okay.
And so of course the butterflies, the monarch butterflies are close to becoming, well, some countries have declared them as a threatened species. The United States hasn't done that yet.
Not in an official capacity.
Not in an
Yes.
official capacity, right. But it's the populations have reduced a great deal, and it's just here to remind us, well, there's something you can do to recycle. So this is going to, it provided us with milk, and now it's providing us with this nice native plant.
Yes.
And then when it's done with this, it will go to recycling.
Yeah.
So this jug gets 3 lives.
Yeah, it has a
A
it's-
reuse, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
reuse piece is always
Very-
important.
That's
to
very
remember.
important. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's just Earth Day is so very important. This is the 55th year. It started in 1970, so we're up to 55 years, and I don't think it's as important now as it was then. I mean, it's really, really, really important that we pay attention to these issues, and I do hope everyone comes out to take a look at all the different organizations that care, and right here in Frankfurt.
Absolutely.
And particularly, I mean, we just went through this flood.
I know.
I mean, so that's a real indication that that there are things happening. As a matter of fact, I looked up how many disasters we've had in Kentucky, and
It's
you can't
crazy
even
in the past few
you
years.
can't even
yeah.
sort it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so come and celebrate Earth Day and the joyous earth that we live and partake of.
Yeah.
And then go home and do your part to make it better.
Exactly.
I think that's a perfect way
Yeah.
to do it.
Bring
Yeah.
the kids down.
That's
Bring the
right.
kids,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Bring the kids.
Pleasure to have you all. Lots of things that we got to learn about, and lots of things coming up, it sounds like. So, I'd appreciate you coming, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.